sure to tip your coggy when you take her out to play. Lads and lasses, toy a kiss.
Outlander Season 8 news might upset some fans because the series is gearing up for a fast-paced lead-in to the finale. Outlander knows it has a lot of ground to cover, so it's not wasting any time getting started. To make the conclusion work, the show needs to focus on what it does best, delivering the kind of storytelling that fans love. So, here's everything we know about the upcoming season. Over several seasons, Outlander has evolved quite a bit from its early days, but the first 3 episodes of Season 7 Part 2 still pack some surprises. For fans who have been with the show from the beginning, the shift towards a more family-focused series has had its ups and downs. However, the second half of this extended season brings back some of the action that Outlander thrives on. While Caitriona Balfe and Sam Heughan as Claire and Jamie Fraser will always be the core of the series, there's plenty of room to explore with the supporting characters too. Already, Outlander has started addressing some key questions leading into Season 8. Roger and Buck take a trip back in time, and Jamie and Claire return to Lallybrook, while the Revolutionary War continues to march on, no matter how they feel about it. Themes of fatherhood and what parents owe their children loom large in the first 3 episodes. The men are dealing with their scattered families and are ready to step up as caretakers and providers, even if they usually end up leaving the continent. It's a reminder of the complex responsibilities and sacrifices that come with fatherhood in a time of upheaval. Furthermore, Outlander sets itself up for a fast-paced lead-up to Season 8. The series knows it has a lot of ground to cover and doesn't waste any time getting started. The first episode, Unfinished Business, immediately begins tying up loose ends.
Scottish barbarian? Leave him alone, you sadist. I resisted your advances earlier.
Many of the promised character returns in Season 7 happen almost right away, allowing Jamie, Claire, and their extended family to settle old affairs and grapple with unanswered questions, setting the stage for the series to move on from unfinished storylines and propel the story forward. However, this presents the central issue that Outlander will face throughout Seasons 7 and 8. There's still a lot of story left to adapt from the books, so the show must move quickly or risk leaving characters underdeveloped and forgotten. Outlander has balanced references to past seasons and the nostalgia factor well so far. Even when past characters reappear, the show doesn't linger on them too long. This approach is necessary to keep pace with the source material. On the flip side, it does mean that the reappearance of characters from the past feels more like ticking off a box rather than providing a satisfying farewell to their arcs. Claire and Jamie remain the most compelling characters on the show, and that's unlikely to change. The performances are solid, albeit a bit melodramatic at times, with the Fraser family taking center stage. However, Sophie Skelton is virtually absent from the first 3 episodes of the season, which isn't much of a surprise, given her portrayal of Brianna has been a point of contention for the series. Still, there are hints that Bri might get a quest of her own as the narrative progresses, as Outlander isn't taking the predictable route with any character's storyline. So far, Ian and Rachel show the most promise for passionate tension and romance in the upcoming season. However, Claire and Jamie continue to find opportunities to be tortured by their destined romance, even though it seems Outlander will maintain its trend of keeping their relationship relatively sexless. Balfe and Heughan each get moments to showcase their acting chops in the most emotional scenes of the episodes. Claire and Jamie remain the most compelling characters on the show, and that's a constant we can rely on. For Outlander's conclusion to truly work, the series needs to play to its strengths. Amid its overlapping storylines, Outlander must return to what makes it great. It's hard not to feel like Season 7 Part 2 is aiming to tie up as many loose ends as possible in preparation for the explosive final season. There are still plenty of episodes left in Part 2, but already it feels like lifetimes have passed. Episode 11, 100 Weight of Stones, leaves us on a compelling cliffhanger, offering some hope that the remainder of the series will manage to keep Jamie and Claire together. Although Outlander has kept them apart since Season 2, the last few installments need to keep them together. The series nails the delicate balance of having fun with the realities of retirement homes while also embracing the bittersweetness, Outlander works best when Claire and Jamie are side by side, fighting for their cause and doing whatever it takes to keep their love and family alive. The Revolutionary War is heating up, and the series is carefully setting up its interweaving storylines to meet somewhere down the line. While the characters' screen time and storylines aren't given equal weight and treatment, Season 7 Part 2 holds lots of promise. Outlander may be preparing to say goodbye, but it isn't done fighting yet. While it's bittersweet that Outlander is coming to an end after Season 8, there's still a lot of franchise potential that the universe is capitalizing on. Outlander Blood of My Blood will explore the stories of how Claire and Jamie's parents fell in love across their respective timelines, detailing what led up to the births of the original series protagonists. One timeline touches on the events of World War I, while the other delves into early 18th century Scotland, offering a wealth of historical moments ripe for storytelling in Blood of My Blood. Excitement is already building for Blood of My Blood, but it could also be intriguing to see some subtle hints and crossovers with the next series in the last season of Outlander. When Claire and Jamie look back on their lives and all the events that brought them together, they might reminisce about how their parents came together and made everything possible. Harriet Slater and Jamie Roy will play Jamie's parents, and Hermione Corfield and Jeremy Irvine will portray Claire's, so they have their work cut out for them. One reassuring thing for fans is that Outlander's producer Meryl Davis has addressed how Season 8 aims to provide a satisfying conclusion, despite the book series still releasing another installment. In an exclusive interview with Screen Rant, Davis shared insights into the challenge of crafting a fitting end for the beloved series. Although there's no official release date for the finale yet, Davis assures that Outlander's ending will honor both the show's legacy and the ongoing book series, which still has at least one more installment to be published. She explained, "We haven't actually finished the edit for Season 8, so that ending is still to be written in some ways, but I think it's very hard to close the chapter on something where we know the story continues, so the writers and showrunner Matthew B. Roberts have crafted something that is hopefully satisfying for our fans, even though we know there's probably still a book to go." Davis continued, "What we have will be very satisfying and emotional, a fitting end to a series that no one wants to see end. It's hard to end something when you feel like that journey is still ongoing, and we want to respect Diana's vision. There's a lot in there, so I'm very pleased so far. I don't know what the ending is yet, as it's still to be written in some ways, but I think fans will be very pleased." And that's that for today's video. If you think we haven't shared everything we know, hit that subscribe button and bring that notification bell down. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Do all these things to stay in the loop, and we'll show up next time with more updates on what's coming in Season 8. We'll see you in the next one.